Nouns. Verbs. Determiners. Adverbs.
What?
Adjectives. Prepositions. Conjunctions. Pronouns. These words do sound a bit scary, especially when your teacher starts using them and you have no idea what they're talking about. In fact, for some people, just hearing them puts them right off writing. Do you really need to know all these word types? The simple answer is no, not really. Lots of great writers were never formally taught them. Instead, by reading lots of books, they naturally learned the patterns of great sentences. So why do we bother learning them? Well, think of them as the building blocks of sentences. When you know what you're building with, you'll have a better understanding of how everything fits together. And, as a result, you'll write more varied and interesting sentences. Also, when your teacher tells you to use more adverbs or join the sentences with a conjunction, you'll know exactly what they mean. So let's dive straight in. We'll begin with a simple sentence. The dog slept. Dog is a noun. Nouns are the words we use for naming a person, the student slept, an animal, the elephant slept, a place or thing, the city slept. Let's go back to our original sentence and let sleeping dogs lie. The dog slept. Slept is a verb. Verbs tell us what someone or something is doing or being. The dog ate. The dog played. The dog is happy. The dog barked. The is a determiner. A determiner introduces nouns and shows specificity, quantity, or possession. For example, that dog barked. 2 dogs barked. My dog barked. At the moment, it's not the most exciting sentence. Let's add a little detail by introducing an adverb. An adverb gives more information about the verb. It can tell you how, where, why, or when the verb is performed. My dog barked loudly. My dog barked outside. My dog barked to scare away the birds. In this case, I've added a group of words rather than a single word. This is called a phrase. As it explains why my dog barked, it's called an adverbial phrase. Yesterday, my dog barked. This explains when my dog barked. So we've added a little detail to the sentence, but there's room for more. Let's add an adjective. Adjectives describe nouns. So in our case, we need to describe the dog. How about a playful dog? Or a curious dog? An angry dog? Yesterday, my angry dog barked. A preposition tells you the position, time, reason, or direction of something. Yesterday, my angry dog barked under the tree. Yesterday, my angry dog barked during the storm. Yesterday, my angry dog barked due to the noise. Yesterday, my angry dog barked at the tree. Let's see how all these pieces work together in a longer, more descriptive sentence. 2 startled squirrels ran quickly down the tree and scampered under the metal fence. Can you identify the nouns in this sentence? Yes, there are 3. The squirrels, the tree, and the fence. How about the verbs? Well, we have 2, ran and scampered. Determiners? There are 3, all introducing the 3 nouns. There's 1 adverb, quickly, which tells us more about how the squirrels ran. We have 2 adjectives, one that reveals more about the squirrels and one that tells us more about the fence. Finally, the prepositions. We have a preposition of direction, down, and a preposition of position, under. All these building blocks have been used to create an interesting and descriptive sentence. However, I've noticed that there's one word that we haven't yet identified. And. Well, and is a conjunction. Conjunctions are joining words that are used to join phrases and sentences together. Commonly used conjunctions are and, but, or, because, so, although, if, and while. Instead of putting a full stop here, why don't we join together our 2 sentences with a conjunction? Let's use and. We've now combined the 2 sentences to create a compound sentence. While the original sentences were fine, joining them makes it clearer to the reader why the squirrels ran down the tree. Let me do one more thing to our sentence. I've noticed I've repeated the word tree. Is there a way I can avoid this? Well, yes. I can use a pronoun. Pronouns are words that replace nouns to stop us from repeating ourselves. The most common pronouns are he, she, it, they, we, and you. Let me replace that second tree with the word it. Using it avoids repeating tree and makes the sentence flow better for the reader. Notice how this also means we don't need the determiner the. There we go. Yesterday, my angry dog barked at the tree, and 2 startled squirrels ran quickly down it and scampered under the metal fence. So, in a nutshell, what did we learn? We learnt about the 8 most important building blocks of sentences. Nouns, the names of people, animals, places, and things. Verbs, words that tell us what a person or thing is doing or being. Determiners, which introduce nouns. Adverbs, which tell us more about a verb. Adjectives, which tell us more about a noun. Prepositions, which show the relationship between one thing and another, often telling the position or direction of something. Conjunctions, which join together sentences and phrases. And pronouns, which replace nouns to avoid repetition. And now that you've mastered the building blocks of sentences, it's time to put them into action. Start crafting sentences that impress and inspire. And before you know it, you'll be a true writing champion.